Mark Hamill is a versatile actor and a cultural icon who's been entertaining audiences for 6 decades. His new movie is The Life of Chuck, based on a Stephen King story. Take a look.
Math is truth. It won't lie to you. It doesn't factor in your preferences. It's pure that way. Math can do a lot of things. Math can be art, but it can't lie. So, take another run at those two, because Chucko, you are good. You have art in you.
Please welcome back to the show, Mark Hamill.
Very exciting.
Hi. Hello. So nice to
Such
see you again.
enthusiasm. I wasn't
I
expecting
know.
it.
Well, I know we're here for your new film, Life of Chuck, which I loved, but I also am fanning out because I'm such a fan of Star Wars. I'm sorry. I'm just I'm sitting next to Luke Skywalker. I can't get over it.
That's fair.
And I think the Star Wars, the love of Star Wars has just grown over time, and references are all around, but sometimes they come from the dark side. Because just last month, on May the 4th, my daughter's birthday, the White House posted this AI image on the Instagram account. Did you see this, and what was your reaction to it?
Well, first of all, I thought if he's a Star Wars fan, he should know he should be holding a green lightsaber. Not an evil red lightsaber.
Well, maybe it's
Maybe, I don't know.
So my comment was proof positive he's full of Sith. You got to do it with humor, I think. I don't get angry, and I don't drop F-bombs. I mean, I know I have a lot of kids that follow me, but I think to be have fun with it.
Yeah.
Mock him. That's the kryptonite to malignant narcissists.
Yes.
Well, Mark, I have to ask you, so your new film, The Life of Chuck, you have an incredible cast, including Tom Hiddleston, Chiwetel Ejiofor, Mia Sara, also an up-and-comer Benjamin Pajak.
He is just wonderful.
Yeah.
This young man, I'm telling you, the one that was in the clip, he made his debut in the Hugh Jackman revival of The Music Man.
Yeah.
But I'm telling you, he sings, he dances. Well, he dances in the film.
Yes.
He doesn't sing, but he can play comedy, drama. I mean, I just fell in love with him. I wish he were my grandson.
Well, this movie is based on a Stephen King story, so most people, including myself, would be like, "Oh, it's scary," but this is different.
Yeah.
It's beautiful, it's charming,
thoughtful.
Yeah, and it's more about having an appreciation for our lives in the little moments
Absolutely.
that make them up. What do you hope people take away from seeing it?
Well, it's so life-affirming. It's come at just the right time, because as a nation, we're divided. There's, a lot of unrest and so forth. And this is reassuring. I said, how am I going to go on The View and how do I describe the indescribable? Yeah. It's one of those things where it's directed by Mike Flanagan, who directed me in The Fall of the House of Usher, and who has done many, many suspense and horror shows. Yeah. I thought, when Mike said, I have something for you in this novelette by Stephen King, I'm expecting, the spine-rattling horror film of all time. And I was just blown away. It's so reassuring and poignant and warm. It follows Chuck at 4 different stages of his life. And people relate to it in the sense that seemingly trivial moments in their life added up as a whole are vital and just inform. It's so relatable.
Yeah.
It really is. And I thought, you can't really describe the plot. I thought, can I go out there and just say, trust me on this, go see it and thank me later?
yes.
No.
You can.
People
It'll
want
work.
clips of car chases and exploding motorcycles and Tom Cruise doing backflips off of helicopters. But we don't have that, but we have a lot of heart. And what I loved was seeing it with an audience at the Toronto Film Festival, because they were with us from the get-go. There was applause and laughter. When the lights came up, there were grown-ups with tears in their eyes. And then it wound up winning, what was it called? The People's Choice.
Oh.
At TIFF. So it's unlike anything Stephen has written, in my view. I know he's written Green Mile and The Body,
right.
which became Stand By Me, and Shawshank Redemption and so forth. So he's a really versatile writer. I shouldn't be surprised that he's capable of this. But this is just one of the warmest, uplifting things that he's ever written. And Mike, again, I just adore him. He's just such a kind man. I love his whole family. Kate Siegel's his wife, and she's the teacher that holds Chuck's head in her hands and talks about you contain multitudes. But the whole family's great. And Cody Flanagan, he's the youngest Chuck. Now, if at 4 or 5 on a movie set, I would be just, all agog. He walked on like he owned the joint. And he has no lines, but he's ad-libbing like crazy. He's playing with a little train set. And he's ad-libbing, all aboard, anyone with luggage to the front of the line. I mean, add your part, kid.
Listen, I saw you walk in like you owned the place at the DNC. I don't know if you remember this, but last year we were stuck. It was the night that Kamala Harris was going to accept the nomination.
Yes.
We were stuck in the worst traffic jam ever.
Right. And they
the
told us-
building had been closed because
Right.
they were at overcapacity.
And they told us
And
to
then
get-
Luke Skywalker
No, they
showed
told
up.
us to get out and walk, and it
Yes.
was going to be, a 1.5 miles or whatever. And I have this modern problem of I used to be an actor, now I'm a professional selfie model. and people see me taking a selfie, they go, who's that that's saying, oh, it's the guy from the space movies. And boom, you have
Face movie?
You have
That's what
50
we're-
people standing around you, and that's all you're doing is taking selfies.
Well,
But-
out of those 50, like 30 were us.
Well,
because we were stuck in a car and we had no
Yeah,
way in
yeah,
or out,
yeah.
and the building was over capacity, so
Yeah.
nobody was going to be able to get
Right.
in. And when I saw you walking, I said
Yeah.
to everybody in my car, "Get out! We're following Luke Skywalker into the building."
That's how Anna
And you
I
did.
hooked up, exactly. And we made it, so that's good.
Yeah, you opened up, you parted the Red Seas.
Well, looking back now,
Yeah.
did you have any sense when you were filming the first Star Wars film, A New Hope, that it would be just as huge as it is and still something that generations
course
later we
not.
will?
No, I thought it would be successful. My friend worked at the LA Art Museum, and I said, look up the grosses for fantasy films from, you don't have to go to the silent film, but say from King Kong in 1933 on. And I remember saying, I think we're going to outgross Planet of the Apes, the 1968 Planet of the Apes.
Yes, yes.
Because when I read it, I said, this isn't science fiction. It's a fairy tale.
Yeah.
We have a princess. We
yes.
have a wizard. We have a space
love
pirate.
story.
And yes, of course. And effortless feminism in the sense that
Yes.
the princess is unintimidated by Vader.
Yes.
And she's disgusted with the way Han and Luke rescue. You call this a rescue? And she grabs the gun and saves our behinds.
Yes.
So I just thought, if a gender switch between Dorothy and Luke, it's the Wizard of Oz, basically, that swept away on this adventure.
Can I ask you one last question? I was just having this conversation with Brian. Okay, so I've actually never seen Star Wars.
What?
I know. So I said to him,
you're
admit
the one.
that I'm the one.
Get out!
Okay, if I were to start watching Star Wars, should I watch it in the order they were released or sequentially? Or the chronologically?
Well, lucky for you, I don't care. You should,
I gotta see it.
you should do what you want, but what you really should do is see the life of Chuck. That's the.
That's right. That's right.
Mark, thank you so much for coming by.
Oh,
Yeah.
thanks
Good
for
luck with your
having
new
me.
project. Our thanks to Mark Hamill. Go see The Life of Chuck in theaters today. Select cities. The book version of The Life of Chuck is Our audience are getting a copy. We'll be right back.